Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class. Our textbook is Week 2, and today inshallah we will cover Unit 1, My House Evaluation, where we're going to review the Unit 1 that is called My House. So this lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Al-Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Salih Al-Ujan. So let's begin. The first lesson we had with this unit was called Talk Time on pages 2 and 3. And our goals were with this lesson to first identify and talk about rooms and items in a house, and also to match words with pictures. So we had two main goals that we did with the first lesson. So let's remind you of the thing that we took with this lesson. So the first thing we had with this lesson were to listen and point, where we listen to a conversation about a girl who is inviting another girl to her house. And she said that, "Hello, welcome to my house." And we said that when you have someone coming to your house, then the phrase or the words that you should say when you have this person coming to your house, you should say, "Welcome to our house. Welcome to our house. Would you like to come in?" So these are two important things to say when you have guests or people who are coming into your house. You should say, "Welcome to our house. Would you like to come in?" And these are the two things we said when we have people coming. So her friend says, "Yes, please, I would like to come in." And the second part of the conversation where "I will show you around." I will show you around. So when you have people coming inside your house, you would say, "I will show you around," where you go from different rooms and showing the place of your house. Not only this, but also we learned with this conversation is when you want to introduce or we want to talk about different rooms, you start with "this is." For example, "I will show you around. This is the bedroom. This is the yard. This is the living room," and so on. So she showed her around, and after she finishes, she said, "Thanks. Thanks for showing me around." So this is about the girl and her friend when they went to see their new house. And after this, we said that try to act out these conversations in pairs. So for example, imagine that you are inviting your friends or inviting your one of your classmates, or you can do it even with your family members, one of your family members, and try to practice these talks. Try to say, "Welcome to my house. Would you like to come in?" And if they say yes, then say, "I will show you around. This is the kitchen, this is the living room, this is the bedroom," and so on. And if you do practice and trying to act out these talks in pairs, don't forget the big four. The big four, which we means it is important that you smile. Always you smile when you say these phrases and sentences. Also to use appropriate gestures like "welcome," "come in," "this is," and also to speak in a loud voice where people can hear you, and to maintain a good eye contact. To maintain eye contact, it means to look at the person who is in front of you. And after this, we did listen to something we called an old house. where we went together in a tour in different rooms, and we listen and to find one thing in each of these rooms. So for example, we have this house. We start at the front door, and then we said that if we are looking for something, there are two phrases we should say. The first one is, I found it, and the second one, here it is. I found it, and here it is. So let's start with the first room, which is dining room. Now listen, I'm going to tell you to look for something and tell me if you do find it. So have a look at this room, the dining room, and tell me, where is the chair? Where are the chairs? Can you see the chairs? If you do, then you should say, I found it. And if also you should say, here it is. For example, I found it, here it is. I found it, here it is. Also, let's have a look at the kitchen. So have a look at the kitchen and tell me, can you find the picture? Can you find the picture? If you do, then say, I found it, here it is. I found it, and here it is. Also, we did other examples like with the bathroom, where I asked about a towel, and I said, can you find a towel? And if you would say, I found it, and here it is. And you can also ask about other things like the mirror and the curtains, and also among other things. Also with the bedroom, where I ask about the painting or about the chair. Can you find the chair in this bedroom? Yes, I found it, and here it is. I found it, and here it is. The same thing we did with the living room, where we can ask about different things in this room. And don't forget the two important words, I found it and here it is. So this is mostly what was the talk time lesson is all about. After this, we had rhythms and sounds lesson on pages 4 and 5. And our goals in this lesson were to ask questions using where, and also to recognize and pronounce some English consonant blends, FR as in frog, PR as in prize, and also to write down the missing letters. Also to use the short form of he is, she is, and where is. So what did we took from this lesson is the first one, chant and point, where we have an open house like this, and we said that practice this conversation or practice this question, where is the boy? And on your books, when you find out where is the boy, sometime you would say he is in the bedroom, or he is in the bathroom, or he is in the living room. So this is how we practice this question. Where is the boy? And after this, we did listen and match these words with each of these pictures. We said that here we have 4 different words with 4 different pictures. What we need to do is to listen to each of these pictures, to listen to each of these words, and to match them with the pictures. So let's start listening to these words. We have the first one, which is rise, fries, present, and frog. And we said that if we want to know the meaning of each of these words, then we have to match them with the picture. So we started with the first one. The first word here is prize. Prize. And we said that prize is something that people give for those who win. Prize. And also for fries, you remember that it is already solved. Fries, which is a type of food. And then we have the word present, which is people usually give when they have a pleasant occasion. And finally, we have the word frog, which is an animal that lives in the sea. And after this, we had this sentences. We said, try to write the missing letter of these sentences. So try to think of a food that ends with I, E, and S. So here we said, my friend is eating cookies. My friend is eating cookies. This is how we answered the sentences and fill in these letters. And after this, we had the grammar toolbox where we learn how to write he is, she is, where is in a short form. So instead of saying he is, we would say he's. And instead of saying she is, we would say she's. And instead of saying where is, we would say where's. And after this, we did say don't forget to repeat the word where when you read or chant this chant, which is, where is Hashim? He's in the bathroom. Where? He is in the bathroom. We said that you practice this with your classmates, with your family members to make it more interesting. And we did it not only with Hashim, but also we include different names of people who may join and play this game. We use different names and we choose different places or different rooms inside the house. So we have here, where is Ahmed? He's in the living room. And don't forget, it is always important to play this chant and to chant it well, to say or to repeat the word where. And also, after this, we had words on pages 6 and 7. And our goals were with this lesson is to describe location using prepositions of place like in, on, under, next to, between, and also to use vocabulary about pieces of furniture and to recognize and pronounce vowel sound, OU, to write the missing letters. So we start this lesson by pointing at this mouse. And we said that how can we learn the prepositions of places if we have a look at this mouse? So have a look at this mouse and listen to this sentence. The mouse is on the chair. The mouse is on the chair. So now I know the meaning of on when I have a look at this mouse. He is on the chair. And next we have the mouse is in the cupboard. The mouse is in the cupboard. And now I know what do we mean by in when I have a look at the mouse. Also, the mouse is under the bed. The mouse is under the bed. And now I know what do we mean by under when I have a look at the mouse. Also, the mouse is next to the fridge. The mouse is next to the fridge. And now I know what do you mean by next to when I have a look at the mouse, which is next to. And after this, the mouse is behind the table. The mouse is behind the table. So now I know what do you mean by behind when I have a look at this mouse. So it is very important if we want to learn the prepositions to have a look at the mouse in these previous examples. And after this, we did listen and match these words to their pictures. So let's listen one more time to these words. So the first one is cloud, mouse, house, and mountain. So these are the 4 words, and how did we match them? First, we started by the mouse and we match it with the word, and also by the word house, we match it with this picture because this is our unit. This will leave us with 2 words, mountain and cloud. And we said that mountain is something that we can climb. And also cloud is the type of weather. Cloud. So here you go. This is how we match these words with their pictures. And after this, we did write the missing letters of two important words that we often use in this lesson, which is the mouse is in the house. Now, after this, we did try to move your hand when you imitate these prepositions. Like, for example, when you talk about on, then put your hands like this. And if you're using in, you put your hands like this. And under, you put your right hand under your left. And also next to, you put your right hand next to left hand. And also to behind, to put your right hand behind your left. After this, in phonics, which is the last lesson we had on this unit, on pages 8 and 9. And our goals with this unit were to differentiate between the O and U vowel sounds, to read the three-letter words, speed reading, to spell them, and to comprehend simple sentences. So the first thing we did with this lesson is that we read a story that is called the Ox Story. So not only we did listen to the story, but also we did say it again, and also we did color O and U with different colors, because we said it will help us to know the differences between these two letters. So let's read the story one more time so we can learn and remind ourselves of the differences. The Ox Story. An ox sat on a box. He had fun in the sun. He was hot. He sat under a tree, then he was not hot. So we said that after we listened to this story, we said that it is important that we try to color O and U, of course with different colors, so we can know the differences between O and U. And we did this with the whole text. And after this, we had the last exercise, which is how to spell words. So we said that try to close your eye and tell me, how can we spell the word ox? We can spell the word ox by saying O and X. And how do we spell the word box? We can spell the word box by B-O and X. And how can we spell the word fun? We can spell the word fun with F-U and N. And how can we spell the word sun? We spell the word sun by S-U and N. And how can we spell the word hot? We spell the word hot with H-O and T. And finally, how can we spell the word not? We spell the word not with N-O-T. We said that it is important that we learn how to spell each of these words, because it will help us to memorize what are the words that we use U with and what are the words that we use the letter O with. So now we have reached the end of our evaluation. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.